We've got another great house tour for you right here in College Station. This one's 824-9, so let's go. If you're enjoying these videos, make sure you like and subscribe. My name's Jeff, along with Terry and David. We make up the Schellenberger team. And we are right here in the Bryan College Station area. We've helped people just like you find the right place at the right time.
Right here. Okay, so let's take a look at this Raptor 12 house. It is obviously two-story and has more of a modern feel, so let's go check it out. So right when you walk into this home, it definitely has more of a modern feel with the cool staircase going upstairs with the metal railing and the real wood. And you walk into, so you kind of turn the corner a little bit and it's like, oh, beautiful. You walk into this open area for the family kitchen and dining room. So we just went through the other Raptor 12 house, and it's interesting how different this one feels because it is so much more modern feeling. But just to give you the stats about this house real quick, it is 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 3265 square feet. They are asking $825,900, which puts it at $252 a foot. So that's the rundown of what the numbers of this home. And so we're gonna take a look around. So starting in the living area, it is sleek, right? There's not a lot, we don't have built-in shelves. It's a very modern, smooth look and feel. And I love how large this living area is. I grabbed a tape measure and was just measuring how far this furniture, you know, because the home is staged, the furniture is a little smaller and it's not what you would actually probably buy. So you have lots of room to get bigger pieces of furniture or just more furniture because, you know, the standard is a 3-foot walkway. Well, even if you gave yourself a 4-foot walkway here, you have another 2 feet you can go back. You can go again about another 1.5 feet on that side and about another 1.5 feet on this side. So you could really get quite, you know, a big sectional or something, just depending on your lifestyle and, you know, how many people are in your family or if you entertain a lot. But I thought that was really cool about this space, that you've got a lot to work with in this space. Same thing over here at the bar. Just real quickly, you know, they have these 4 stools here and I moved them down and you could get, I mean, they're close together, but you could get 6. You have this little guy right here for support that you have to be careful for if you wanted to just add a 5th, but you could get 6 chairs here and these are wide. You know, you wouldn't even have to have a chair that was wide. So again, you could get more seating there. Looking at the kitchen, again, we see the 12-foot long island, this beautiful quartz. It has the lines running through it of something else, another type of quartz, I'm not sure. The
veining?
What'd you say?
The veining?
The veining,
yeah.
Yes, the veins. It has veins in it, it's very pretty. And then the sink is here in the island with your dishwasher. Again, we have the 4-foot wide stove, and it has the wide oven and the little mini oven next to it, so you can get a lot done on this stove. And we do not have any appliances that are high, obviously with the exception of your refrigerator. But you're not visually, when you look in here, you just see pretty cabinetry and the pretty backsplash and I would say that's still a chandelier and it's a different style.
Pendants.
Do what?
Pendant lighting?
Oh, pendants, yeah, huge
well,
pendants.
And what I noticed here also with the more of the, I guess, silver
yes,
poles and handles and pendant lights and all that, the other house had some gold to it.
Right, and I would think that silver kind of lends itself more to more of a modern,
yeah,
sleek, not as, you know, fancy. So they have a little coffee station set up here in the staging, but it made me think like, oh my gosh, you could put it over here and your refrigerator blocks the view. So if you're really into the aesthetics and what is seen as far as your appliances, you could set your coffee bar up here and it wouldn't even be visible. So there's lots of cabinetry and storage in this kitchen. I mean, obviously this wall, all along the island, your cabinetry obviously here, and it's all the soft close, so nothing's gonna be banging around. And then I like how the dining room is off to the side, personally. It creates another zone, so to speak. So as opposed to having it just one big open space where it's like in a line, to have it off to the side, it makes it a little more intimate and like it's separate little zone for people to gather. And I took a few measurements of this dining room and it's about 11 by 11. And again, with staging, you know, they have a small table in here, but If you put a 4 foot round table, but it came with the, oh my gosh, what are the things you put in tables? You pull it apart and add the leaf.
The leaves. I'll just fill in
You
blanks.
add it with the leaves. So we have a round table and we will add leaves whenever we are hosting something. And so it works really well because a 4 foot round, you would have tons of room. I measured, even if you had it a leaf typically is 1 foot wide. So if you put one leaf in, you would very comfortably seat 8 people. You could squeeze in, another kid or 2 or something if you wanted to. But even if you had like theoretically a 5 foot round or 5 foot oval in here, you would still have 3 feet and about 2.5 feet. So 2 3/4 foot on each side as far as trying to make that 3 foot walkway around a table. So I think that's what people would need to think about doing whenever they're looking at homes that have smaller dining rooms. Like this is 11 by 11, it's a square, get around that you can expand when you need to, and that will solve that problem.
Well, and one of the things that's having it kind of off to the side versus kind of in the middle like the other house is if you have a high chair, you can kind of put it in the corner. When you're done, just push it off to the corner, and you don't have to. Oh,
that's a very good point, because when it's, where else are you going to put it?
Right.
That's a very good point.
Yep.
It's been a while since I've had high chairs in my home, unfortunately. Okay, so we're getting to like the really cool part. So you walk back through here and you have a little mini prep kitchen going into a butler pantry. And so you have the sink here and your microwave is here. So, seeing the microwaves in pantries is something we're seeing more and more. I had a client say one time, I really don't want my family lining up in the pantry to reheat Thanksgiving dinner. And I thought, oh, she's kind of got a point. Not a problem here. You have it here, out of the main area, but then we have a galley style pantry in Butler's Pantry. And it has ours. How would you say that? What's the proper grammar? Okay. Our favorite, I love grammar, the sliding doors. So if it's a wreck, like you have people coming and you're just throwing stuff out of the way, you can throw it in here and close the sliding doors.
Yeah.
So walking through, and it's a lovely space. Like this is I'm going to happily put away my groceries and keep it all nice and organized, which would be unusual in my home. This space inspires creativity and to make it beautiful because it is so beautiful. So you have that quartz countertop again, carrying from the kitchen. And then you still have the upper storage for your Costco run of paper goods that are hard to store. Lots of drawers and cabinets.
I've also heard that I guess the trendy word now is a dry kitchen. So
a dry kitchen. So this would be a dry kitchen, not a butler
kitchen
pantry.
for entertaining. But when you have like dirty pots and pans, but you're not ready to wash them, bring them back here to the dry kitchen. And
yes. Okay, that's a good, I'm glad to hear that term. And so it brings you to this side, which this is the garage. And so you would be able to come in from the garage. And I like how the garage is close to the kitchen because what are you often doing? You're carrying in groceries or things you need to unload quickly. So you're coming in from the garage, you've got your little drop zone area. Some really great storage here for large, it's a big open cabinet, so for cleaning supplies and whatnot. And then it comes back out to the kitchen. So it's out of sight, but close to the kitchen. So coming out of the kitchen back to the living area, we're gonna turn and go through this little vestibule to the first of 5 bedrooms. This room's not staged, it got echoey. And clearly it could be also a fantastic office, given its location. It has a full closet here, so it is a bedroom as well, but the way it's painted and its location in the house, I think it makes a great transitional room that you could use for a lot of different reasons. Okay, so we're heading back towards the entrance to the second bedroom in the home. So 3 bedrooms are downstairs, 2 bedrooms upstairs. So we went into the first that would, easily be used as an office as well or something else. And here we're coming into the second bedroom. So I like how it's kind of off the side and down a little hallway here. So this bedroom, I wanted to mention the size of this bedroom because it's furnished, so you could get an idea of, because when I walk through houses, it's always like, well, what's the square footage and what does that really end up looking like? So this room is about 12 by 12. Like one way it was 12.4 and the other way it was almost 12. So they have a queen size bed, and I thought it was very interesting. My natural inclination personally would be to center the bed on the wall, but they didn't. They moved the bed closer to the window. You still have plenty of room over here to, get in on the side of the bed comfortably. You could even, there's not a table over there, but you could put actually a matching table, squeeze it in over there. And they left it much more open, getting to the restroom and closet, and it is great. So this room's about 12 by 12. It's plenty of space for a guest room or a kid's room, something other than a primary bedroom, right? So just to give you an idea of what 12 by 12, what you can do with that kind of space. And then it does have its own bathroom here, and the closet is inside the bathroom, and it has a tub, not a shower, but just a regular tub. It's a pretty tub. Okay, so coming back out of that guest bedroom, we have the guest bathroom, the half bath here that is just off the living area. So it'll be easy to point and say, oh, guest bathroom's right over there. But it is not just directly off the living area. Then you come this way. Another one of my favorites is where the laundry room connects to the primary suite. So I am standing in the laundry room. Obviously, this is where the washer and dryer go. We have good cabinet storage here and on this side, with drawers and a couple of different countertop areas to get folding done or store things. So the last part of the downstairs area we're going to talk about is the primary suite. So I like how you walk in and you turn, because that means that you cannot see into this bedroom from the living area, which I think that's fantastic for privacy. There's actually a closet there as you when you walk into this little vestibule for great storage. So this is a fantastic primary bedroom. It is 17.5 by 15.5 feet. And the 15.5 feet is the width. And so you can see there's a king size bed with two nice sized side tables. Those are not small by any means. And you could get bigger pieces if you wanted and still have plenty of room. And then you have all of this space in here. Obviously, you have the dresser there, but you could, scoot it down, have more chairs. You have a lot of space here to decorate and make it your own space. I love putting the benches at the end of beds. It's surprising how much you actually use those. It's a good spot to just sit down, put on shoes, whatever.
Yeah, and I like that they put a vault in
Very pretty.
just to give it some character.
Yes.
You've got the beam, you've got the vault.
And that color, the beam, it matches the floor so well. That's really pretty.
The floor and the door.
It does. Yeah. And this is LVP. I don't think I mentioned that in the last house, but these floors and the other Raptor 12 have LVP.
Yeah.
So stepping into the primary bathroom. Okay, so Jeff was familiar with this. I had never actually seen this before, maybe in magazines or whatever, but not in person. The really cool, car wash. So you have your
wet room. Yeah.
You have your, the wet room. That's a real term for it. You have your soaking tub and the shower all together behind the glass. And that's just really cool. I mean, it's modern, it goes with the house, and it's neat. I like those drains like that.
Well, and think about it. If you're a bubble bath person and you get out of the bath, you can spray off from getting out of the bath, drying off. You can spray that off into the drain and you're done. Instead of getting off into your bathroom floor,
yes,
where you'd have to mop it up or whatever.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, so this is really cool. It has 2 shower heads, individual controls, a third over here, and the tub. So I thought that was really neat. So we have the separate sinks, vanities, little areas. Again, lots of cabinet storage. They do a great job, Raptor 12 does, with providing lots of cabinetry and storage. So appreciate that. And then it has some open shelving above the toilet. But again, this is a nice use of space. It's not this big, empty, kind of too big of an area that you wouldn't really use, but you have plenty of space to move around one another and open doors and function without feeling cramped or you're getting in someone else's way.
Yeah, that's pretty tile.
It is a very pretty tile. I don't know how big it is.
But I bet it's probably a porcelain or something.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it says in the listing. And then this leads to the primary closet, which is a shared closet and has a couple of windows. it's got a lot of space in it. You've got storage here, 2 sets, and you have the top shelf for tall things or just stacking shoe boxes or whatever, and then a nice long rod for hanging dresses or long items that give you plenty of space there. Oh, and then your built-in open shelving, and then that connects through to the laundry room, where there's another pocket door.
Well, and a cool little transom light up there.
The windows.
Kind of, just privacy glass.
Yes.
But you get the natural light into
The
your
closet, which is
The
nice.
closet would be pretty dark.
You can never have too much natural light to me. I love it, love it.
Yep.
So, and then it leads back to the laundry. Okay, so we're heading upstairs to see the last 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. And there's a little bonus space we're gonna take a look at too. So these rooms are not furnished. So I just measured to give you an idea. I don't know if you want to take a quick peek at these, Jeff. This room is 11 by 12. And honestly, I'm surprised at the difference that foot makes. So it definitely feels smaller to lose that foot, but it is. It's 11 by 12. And it has a closet on this wall facing the hallway. And then this is a really cool feature. The open galley, I guess, or walkway to get to the other bedroom and bathroom and the future space that we'll take a look at.
Yeah.
Really cool, I don't know, I just like it. It's neat to be able to look down there and talk. And I mean, I know that's not super unique, but there's something about this it's got a cool feel.
Yeah, if you have young boys, I can see some balls going over.
Yes.
Things being dropped, but it's pretty
People
cool.
jumping onto the couch from up here. I could, it could get kind of crazy, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so right behind me, we have the 3rd full bathroom in the home. So this is a shared bath for the bedroom that we just walked through and this other bedroom. And it has a bathtub in it as well. And behind this door is a door with lots of storage space. This bedroom is a little bit bigger. It's 12 by 12.4. So, and you can tell it's bigger. So I think that extra foot makes a difference. So this one is more like the size of the one downstairs that I was talking about, the bed being off center and how well that works. You could do the exact same thing in here because your closet's where that bathroom was. So you could just move the bed down a bit because it's the same size room. And then last little spot I want to show you quickly is this is unfinished space. But man, you save so much money by them having done this part of it just to finish it out. And this room is 12.5 by 16.5. So it's a nice size room, and options are limitless, right? I mean, you could add a window or make it a media room if you wanted to not add a window, but it is this space that you could finish out for an extra room. If you like today's video, be sure and hit the like button and subscribe and share this with your friends. That really helps the algorithm. So, okay, so this is the 2nd Raptor 12 home that we've gone through this week. 3rd Raptor 12 home we've walked through.
Right.
And so we wanted to take advantage of it being furnished, and this one was really cool because it's more modern. It has a different feel from the other 2 that we've gone through, and it has 5 bedrooms, but they are each in their own little pocket of the house, and so you could retreat to one and really get some privacy. And then you made a good point about one of the bedrooms upstairs.
Right, yeah, just at the end of the stairs here, it would make another great second office because it's kind of off by itself as well, and it's right above the other room here.
Right.
So.
And then we're talking about the room that's not finished yet. You could add extra or add more insulation than what's in there, and you would have a nicely insulated media room.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, it'd be a great media room. You could add a window if you wanted to
make it a bedroom, or
there's enough space to add closet to make it a bedroom. It's
TV. I mean, a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, and this kind of gives you an idea of layout for a 2-story house versus a 1-story house.
Right.
The other house was 1-story, and it was a split 3 ways with
that
the
long
bedrooms.
hallway.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
This one, it's still got some good separation from the bedrooms, but some are upstairs, some are downstairs.
And you still have kind of a long hallway with that really cool upstairs walkway that's open to below.
Yeah, and I love the dry kitchen pantry look there. So
it's pretty cool,
feature. Especially if you're entertaining, you can leave all this nice and clean.
And just dump it all in the back.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. Would love to hear your comments about what you think about this type of tour, if there's any other tours you would like to see. And just remember, we've helped people just like you find the right place at the right time right here.